What if I put?
Wait, she's really slow.
I know, so turn it on, so I'm gonna talk to you down here.
I don't know which one is yours.
Check. Check here, check. Oh, there we go, you found me.
Check, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Is that okay?
Can I hear you? Can you hear her?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, we're trying this again. Take
25.
14. Welcome to Live with Blue Box. It's now time for Binge Worthy. This is a special episode, different than we normally do. This one is season 2.
It's like an after-school special.
It is. I'm the siphon in the snow, and with me is, that's a deep cut joke, right?
Yeah, I got it though.
So here's what we're doing for Binge Worthy today. Normally what we do is we take a show, we binge it out, and then we tell you whether it's binge worthy or not. Well, Martha had a great idea.
Did I?
You did. That's
It
why.
was sound to happen eventually.
She said, since we binged out the second season of a lot of these shows, let's go back and reapproach shows that we've already talked about and talk about what happened.
Only Netflix,
Is the second season
but only for Netflix.
worthy?
These are all
These are all that.
Netflix exclusive shows.
Okay. So, what shows are we going to talk about?
All right, do you want to start with the one that we like the least? Get that out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay,
So, and all of these did achieve binge worthy.
yes.
All of these we liked quite a bit.
We're gonna start with one we didn't.
Well, no, but I'm saying in the first season, they all achieved binge worthy.
Absolutely. We loved them.
Yes. This one, season 2. Well, go ahead.
We'll talk about it individually.
You
So,
want to introduce yourself first?
no.
Go ahead.
I am Martha Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group.
And I'm Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate. Okay.
So, why don't we do Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes.
So this one, the second season aired April 15th of 2016.
Okay.
And it's 12 or 13 episodes,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. And I watched it with Mal, we all watched
We
it.
loved the first season. We thought it was a lot
So
of
we were
fun.
very excited to see this one. So we started watching and hated it. And I thought, oh no, what is going on? I can't even sit through it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just a little bit. It was like by episode 2, I was out, and I am never out.
The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Just the second season.
I am never out on a show. As I'm watching the second season, the second episode, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is funny now.
So he bailed.
Yep.
And didn't watch for a while, and then I kept going with Molly because she really liked it and wanted to keep watching. And I kept telling my friends I was so disappointed. I was telling my friends, I'm so disappointed in the new season, and they kept saying, just get to Tina Fey, because Tina Fey is going to be on, and it will be okay. So she comes on halfway through the season.
I actually liked the first video. It was not that good, but it was okay.
What I didn't like about it was in the first season, Kimmy was very naive, and but she's smart. And in this season, they took that away and just made her an idiot. And so she would say things like, she'd go over to the oven and the oven was broken, and she'd pull something out and go, so what do we use this for? I mean, it was just
Yeah, it was like,
so
it was beyond
stupid.
the idea of the first season is Kimmy got abducted when she was like 12 or 13, and she's stuck there.
15.
15, but she's stuck there.
Because she was taken into, she and these other girls were abducted and put in a bunker by John Hamm.
Yes, which is amazing.
He's a crazy,
He's
and he was a cult leader. And so he convinced them that the world had ended and they were the only ones left.
Right.
And his name is like Gary Wayne, I don't know, he's got this
But
crazy
in
name.
the first season, she was supposed to be an adult woman stuck at like 15.
She's stuck in the 90s,
very
so her
naive,
clothes and
15.
the phrases she says and
Right. And it was funny.
all
In
of
this
her
one,
references.
They went, okay, she's that, but she's stupid. That's how it felt. And the other thing is they focused on Jacqueline. Is her name Jacqueline?
Yeah.
They focused on Jacqueline's story, which was fine in the first
I
season,
liked it.
but it was terrible in the beginning of this. Terrible. Couldn't stand it.
And they started the storyline and didn't finish it. They started one that was really weird, and then they ended it.
Yeah, they just kind of
And,
dropped it.
like in like, oh, so this is the cliffhanger for the next episode.
Right.
And then the next episode, they didn't even mention it.
Now, I will say, the one saving grace in that first half of the season for me
Titus.
was Titus.
Yeah.
But,
And Mikey. When
Titus and I love Mikey
and Lillian.
and Lily.
And,
but,
oh my gosh, when he was playing the piano, that has grease in it.
Bed bugs.
They probably playing it, so everyone was like, this is from Little Orphan Tommy, the one that didn't make it.
the problem with those, and you're right, that was the saving grace, but if you watch the first season, Titus's storyline, Lillian's storyline, all the storylines were tied into Kimmy's. In this, it felt like Kimmy's doing her thing. And now here's a storyline we can do with Titus that doesn't match that in any way, and it's a bunch of jokes. And here's Lillian's, and it's a bunch of jokes. And I was like, those are okay. They were funny, but it just didn't seem cohesive. I didn't like it.
Well, Lillian with the hipsters was killing.
Oh, yes.
So I went to bed and said, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then they
So
stayed
we
up and
kept
binged.
going, no, but we watched for
Yeah,
we
you
finished it
you
up.
binged a couple more episodes and you came up and you're like, you
Yeah.
wanted to be out of
It
this.
was
And
bad.
then Molly was dying, she kept wanting to watch it, so Mark would watch with her.
Because it's Kenny, I'm like, this doesn't get better.
And then one night you guys binged it, you came up and said, you need to watch
As
this.
soon as Tina Fey came on, she plays a drunk therapist, and Kimmy picks her up in an Uber. Kimmy's an Uber driver.
No, she isn't. She actually isn't. She is like, these are the kind of fake Uber laws that I made up, because she pretends to be one.
Yeah.
And they act-
Molly has the show memorized. She makes references that are
I have no
unbelievable.
idea, okay.
And like if you fake songs in it, she knows every song, she'll just like start singing, like, what is that from? Oh,
I'm
okay.
convinced that he's winning.
No, but we're not allowed.
Yeah, so,
I said nothing.
So anyway, once Tina Fey comes on, she's on for the second half of the season, and the pacing, everything seems to change, and it is a salvage for me, but it is nothing compared to season 1.
right. Although, if you take out that first half of the season and watch just the second half, it's a little weaker, but it's still stood.
But
It's good enough that I'm ready for season 3.
yeah. But
Whereas that first half, I was out.
when I was looking it up to research today, the reviews are good. People really liked it, and a lot of people liked it better.
But you know what, the sitcoms, lots of people like those terrible sitcoms, and they'll get good reviews, and you're like, it's not funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense what people are going for. I think, oh, it's a Tina Fey project, and I'm just standing for them and think this is all amazing. Well, it's not. Tina Fey's great. I really like Tina Fey. That doesn't mean the first half of the season was worth
No, it was not good.
It was not good.
So, okay, so do we keep our same rating from last season?
No. I
For
say,
you.
for me, first season stays the
Binge
same.
the heck out of it.
Binge it. Second season, it's worth the watch.
It's
I'm
worth
gonna
the
drop
watch.
it down to worth the watch, but I'm telling you, watch out. The first half is not good. You might watch it and think it's okay, but it gets, I can't believe, it gets significantly, by Marlene, it gets
Mary, I don't
significantly,
think that's her name.
yeah, it was. It gets
I think
significantly,
you just made up her name.
okay. Yeah, it gets significantly better in the second half. And at that point, go ahead and binge the last half. But that first half, just space it out, just watch.
Endure it.
Yeah.
And actually, we've made it sound so awful that you'll probably love it.
Yeah.
Go, what are they talking about?
Yeah, but compared to what we're gonna get to, I'd say it's worth the watch.
It's worth the
What do
watch.
you say, Mom?
I want to binge it. Because you have to try binge it a night, so you have to get through.
That's 13 hours. It's like, no, I don't know.
That's
It's a lot of hours.
So, but you have to get it through that first.
So,
That first half quickly, and then move on to the
so
second half.
take the bullet, start early, take the bullet of the first
And just
half.
power through the
And
first
then once you
six.
get to Tina Fey, know that you're gonna be in for the rest of the night binging. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not bad.
I say binge, I say it's
couldn't do
worth
it.
the watch,
Yeah. I couldn't
but
do
I
it.
didn't love it. It's not as good as season 1.
Yes, season 1 was way better, but it's,
Alright.
I got to binge it for that first.
So there we
Boy,
go.
the Tina Fey episode,
Thanks, honey.
there's a couple of them, and one,
I got to this.
the first one she's on is amazingly funny. She's so funny.
It changes the whole
Wait,
pacing.
I have something else to say. Okay, wait, you were saying
You got a camera right behind
with
you.
the making Kitty really dumb. Well, actually, she wasn't really brought up by her mom, so she also didn't really know what things were, too.
Well, right, but they made her
No,
especially
she
dumb.
was much smarter in season 1.
Yeah. She was naive and didn't know things,
Naive
but in the
is
second one, she
big
was
difference
stupid.
from stupid, yeah.
Right. All right, well done.
Thank you.
All right, season 2, let's move
All
on.
right, let's do, Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie.
Okay.
Season 2, when did it hit? It just hit
It
recently,
hit,
right?
I didn't write that down. It hit recently,
Doesn't matter.
like May or June or something. I
Yeah,
don't know, recently.
Yeah, May or June.
No. It was so good. And,
It actually might have been, I don't know if I want to say better than the first season.
different. It was a little different.
But
It evolved.
so good.
It evolved so much more, and I love what they're doing with the fact that they're women and they're older.
Yeah.
And they're
It's my mom's vote.
but it's true, it is true. And the things that they talk about, and they take all these taboo subjects and they just put it right out there and go, look, this is the fact, this is how we live, this is what it is, and,
It's
I
written
love
so
that.
well, it's acted so well.
It is. And it introduces Sam Elliott this season.
Yes, it was great.
And something that's interesting is Marta Kaufman, who she was the executive producer and writer and everything for Friends. She is the executive producer and co-creator of this show.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of interesting. So for anyone who's a fan of Friends, it follows that sort of her style where she takes a story and she finishes it out in that episode, but then she also has another overarching story that goes on throughout the
her style.
season. That's this woman's style, and the fact that she has this ensemble cast that is outstanding.
It really is.
And then she has all these storylines. Now, it did, for me, my least favorite storyline is the stuff with
Sam Waterston.
Sam and with the two guys. And it's just because I just don't find those characters as appealing as the other characters. I love the kids, I love all the kids, and I love Grace and
The
Frankie.
second season, the first season, they were very equal to the women's story and the men's story. They were tied together, very equal.
Yeah.
The second season, I think that the guy's story had a trajectory that was kind of one note. It was one thing we were waiting to see resolved for most of it. Whereas for the women, we had another story going
We had
on.
so many stories.
Yeah, we did. And then think about it. When I think about the show, I really got wrapped up in the last part.
Yeah.
When their friend was there.
Well, and with Frankie, when she was, when
And what's her
Frankie,
name? She was the one that was the mom on Roseanne. And
yeah, I
oh
love her.
my gosh, she was
That was
great.
great, but
Yeah.
also the
Big.
storyline of Frankie working with
Brianna.
Brianna and
That was excellent.
to put out a product.
Yeah.
And that killed me. I mean, watching that whole process and her and
Do
I,
you think that there is something, because they have Brianna dating the
yeah, I love that.
But do you think there's something between, I think that next season we're gonna see Bud and Brianna. Because they
I wonder.
have a flirtation that seems a little above. I think that's gonna happen. I do. I thought it the whole time, this whole season. I didn't think it the first season. I thought they were friends. But did you get
But
that?
they're almost like siblings.
I know, but
It's a little weird.
that doesn't matter because Coyote was in love with the sister.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that'll be interesting. I like her with the film, though.
I do too, but I think they balanced things differently this time. Last season was better as far as we had the boys, we had the daughters,
Yeah.
we had the husbands, we had the wives. This time, it seemed they had two main storylines, which was Grace and Frankie's and the husbands. And the husbands was kind of one note. Grace and Frankie's had a lot of elements to it. And they tied into the daughters.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think it's an exceptional show.
I think next season we'll probably see a focus shift, although it's always got to be about Grace and Frankie.
Yes.
Not just because it's named that. It's really got to stay about them, especially Frankie. It's especially got to be Frankie because she is in.
But they balance each other so well.
Yes.
They just, and I love that Jane Fonda doesn't, neither one of them has a character that just stays a caricature. Like,
no.
They have, there's always something evolving and I just think it's brilliant. Love it.
And I did like how there was a lot of throwback to the first season. Like, you got storylines that were picked up with threads. You're starting to really feel like you know these people. When the season ended, I don't know about you, but I was sorry to see that because you do feel like I really know them.
Yeah, I want to hang.
I don't just want to know what happens next. I feel like I know them.
Yeah.
And I want Lily Tomlin to just come over.
Yeah, after the first season, I was truly in, like, it was mourning.
Right.
I was so sad. Yeah, and I was like, I want to stay there. I love where they live. I love what they do. I love the stories. I love the people. And
that's why I feel like I'm talking about.
Yeah, I love their clothes. I love their house. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Grace and Frankie, the first season became
Binge the heck out of it. Yeah.
Do you do it again?
Binge the heck out of it.
I do too. And you know what? Go back and binge the first season and rewatch it with the second
It's
season.
so good.
It's such a good show. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix exclusive, and it's outstanding. And you know, when I watched this show, I had a feeling that I don't think this show was ever pitched to anything but like a Netflix. At first I thought, okay, this is kind of like a TV show, but it was different. I think it's one of those shows that's kind of defining what I hesitate to call it a comedy, but what
it is.
It is a comedy. But I think it kind of defines what, like, Netflix can take this show, the idea of this show. I don't mean using these actors or whatever, or using the same storyline. I mean the idea of we're going to break the mold, we're going to make it human. It's not jokey, but we can make it really funny and use real actors. And like, they don't have to, the budget can't be big for sets or anything. They've got 3 locations, and that's it. But what they do with it is just great. And I think this is a prototype they can work with.
Yeah.
You know, don't give me Fuller House again. Do this.
Yeah. And the first season had that little bit of a drag in the beginning as you're trying to get used to the characters and kind of adjust to the storyline. But then once you're in, you just but you can't stop watching. Once you get into it, a few episodes, you're like, then you get hooked.
That's another thing I liked in this season. They didn't let the 2 husbands off the hook, because the husbands turned out to be gay and they left the wives, and that's the premise of the show.
Yeah.
And in the second season, they could have easily done what most shows do, which is pretty much get past that, because, okay, that plot device is over, now we move into. No, they're still upset with them. When things happen, they still make references like when you cheated on me for 20 years, and it's really well done.
And what they're trying to do so much of the time is set their boundary, but you can see that they're working their way trying to figure out what that boundary needs to be now, because after 40 years of marriage, and so you'll see them going, oh, but I want to help them, and then it's like, but where do I help it, and when is it too much, and when do I do this, and so they don't broadcast it, they don't sit there and harp on it, but you feel that through it, with that they're really working on how do we start over from this, and who are we now, and there's just so much depth to the character, and I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. You know, one other thing.
And it is not appropriate for Molly, which is why she hasn't brought up here yet.
And the other thing, yes.
Not appropriate.
But I'll also say that So the cast is older, right? And,
Yes.
and this is something you don't get to see. Usually if it's older people on the show, they're an authority position, or they're not.
Or they're just the grand.
Or they're grandparents, yeah. They're not in a human role. And these are very human.
They're real, yeah, they're really real.
And they're believable. And when I think about a sitcom that uses older people, the one that immediately comes to mind is like Golden Girls, which to me was like an old person show. I even tried to watch it recently, like the jokes are for old people. And the young people I knew that liked it, I don't know why they liked it. And it's not, I don't think it's that funny. This,
Olivia is gonna punch you
but
down.
this, I think, is not.
Yeah.
I think that our niece in her early 20s could watch this and get just as much enjoyment as we do. Because it's not that they're watching it going, oh, it's a bunch of jokes that my grandparents would get. It's that they would watch it and go, wow, these are people.
I get this, I
get
get it, I know that,
So-
and I
so,
felt
yeah.
that way, and I do.
So yeah, I wasn't married for 20 years. And had
40.
Yeah, 40 years. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So I absolutely 100% Grace and Brady.
Yeah.
Okay. We got one more.
So binge the heck out of it.
Bitch the heck out of it.
Okay,
And now I know the Sammy's have to go and bitch the heck out of it.
so the
It's
last
really worth
one,
it. It's so good.
It really is.
get a
Last
few
one.
episodes in, fight
Yeah.
through the first, just to get a handle on the characters.
Trust us, we wouldn't rave about it unless it was this
Well,
good.
no, I was the one that said I would like it.
Right,
And that's why I watched it.
Right.
I saw it on Netflix.
So,
all right.
All right, last one is Daredevil.
Binge Worthy 2. Daredevil Season 2.
Okay, we got Charlie Cox,
Charlie Cox is
Deborah
back as
Ann
Daredevil.
Wall.
Yep.
Eldon Henson.
Yep.
So those are your three, those are Daredevil and his
Foggy
Foggy
and
and Karen. Then John Bernthal's in this season as Punisher. Elodie Young is Elektra.
Electra.
And Stephen Ryder is Blake Tower, and Rosario Dawson I love.
Back is,
She's
well,
good.
she's the night nurse, but
She's
she's
been in
not.
very little, but
She's
I love
and
her.
here's the interesting thing. In the first season, we being a big Marvel fan, I recognized her character as the night nurse. It's a character who is a nurse who,
At night.
as these, well, yeah, as these superheroes, these street level superheroes, not like Thor, but the guys who like, they put on a costume, they may not have much of, well, they don't really have superpowers. He does a little bit, but they like are fighting vigilantes. They get beat up, they get cut and bruised and
Yeah.
hurt. And she, in her off hours, helps these guys.
Yes.
And in the comics, that's who she is. So here's the interesting thing.
Oh, I had one more.
Well, but here's the interesting about the night nurse. So we watched that first season. They never named Shepard as the night nurse. All of us are Marvel fans like, it's the night nurse, and she was great. Now, the way Marvel works is once they cast somebody, so like the guy playing Daredevil, Charlie Cox, if they use Daredevil in the movie, he's Daredevil. That's what they've said. The characters in their universe are the characters, and that's it. You don't get to play a different character, and somebody doesn't replace you as that character unless it's a full replacement. They cast somebody as the night nurse coming up in one of the movies.
Uh-oh.
So she's not the night nurse.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
We might find out next season.
I have a feeling that she's just supposed to be like the
A
night
helper.
or she is the night nurse, but they're going to have a character that they
An
call
official.
an official night nurse, and she'll stay in the role she's in. I have a feeling, but I think that's really interesting.
It is. Then we got Vincent D'Onofrio back
Yes.
for a tiny, tiny
Yes.
fraction of.
So he was the kingpin in the first season. He's the big bad. In this one, we don't get him till like episode 8.
And I would never look at those shoes.
Well,
I go through a Target and I'm like, ugh, Kingpin shoes.
Yeah, because Kingpin, he's in jail. He's in jail, and they give him, the jail to slip on his shoes.
Are you wearing them?
No.
You should have worn them.
He's wearing them, and yeah, it's even more so in Orange is the New Black, because in Orange is the New Black, they have them.
I didn't never notice until he wore
But
them.
you wear something, and you're like,
It's unsettling.
and I got a pair, and I'm like, oh, they're the Kingpin shoes.
Yeah.
He's in it just a little bit, but, oh, man. Now, there's another example. Supposedly, D'Onofrio is going to be in one of these upcoming Marvel movies as the Kingpin. So,
So there were 13 episodes and it aired March 18th of this year, from 2016. And Doug Petrie and Marco Ramirez replaced Stephen S. DeKnight as showrunner. So different. Where are you going?
Is that better? We were getting no audio on here. Go ahead, talk.
Who?
You.
I didn't know who you were talking to. I didn't know. So I didn't know how it would be with the whole new showrunners, because a lot of times that changes the whole tone. But they were writers on season 1, and they worked really closely with the other showrunner and the creator. I don't know. Yeah. And so it was. I thought it was seamless. I couldn't tell the difference between the two.
No, I really appreciate it.
Seasons.
Although I will say something. And I mean, spoiler, Daredevil is in my top 10 tier of superheroes. I love Daredevil comics.
Mm-hmm.
I love this show so much. This is another one. I feel the first one is like, it's all right out of the way. I love Daredevil so much.
And I love it, but I've never read the comics.
Season 2,
My first foray.
I didn't know it was a different showrunner. There was, the tone and everything was the same, but I am going to say, it's kind of like in the Iron Man movies. The first Iron Man is an amazing movie, right?
Yeah.
The first season of Daredevil is for TV what Iron Man is in movies. It's like this top tier, it's a universe builder. Boom. Iron Man 2 got a lot of heat. I liked it, but it got a lot of heat because they were trying to do universe building. They were throwing in characters to try to tell you, look, there's going to be all these characters coming up in these other properties. This had Punisher, this had Elektra, and they were right up in your face. And they also made some allusions that you didn't catch, but I'm going, oh, I see where the story is probably going to go because of the comics. I think they shoehorned those a little bit. I didn't need Elektra in this one. I love the Elektra character.
She was the weakest part for me.
They should have waited and instead of having 2 other characters, do Matt and the Punisher,
Yeah.
and tell me a Matt story, but have the Punisher in a few. And then the next season, do the Matt and Elektra
Yeah,
story.
because
It's amazing.
Because it felt like it was sort of wedged in, and it was muddled
It was.
a bit. The season was still probably for me as good as the first one, but that was
First season
that was
was
the
5
weakest
stars.
part.
This was 4.5.
4.5. And Elektra was just and it wasn't that I didn't like Elektra. It
Right.
wasn't that I didn't like her, that she was in it. It was that I didn't like that it was so, where are you at?
Audio's working again.
Okay.
So,
I didn't like that. I felt like it was, a bit muddy.
yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it definitely, and I don't want to sound like a downer because I can go home and watch
Yeah, it was brilliant.
it right now.
It was.
I love Daredevil so much. I think that the other thing I felt, which is my other negative comment, is I didn't feel like we had enough focus on Daredevil. And the reason is, once again, they wedged in the Elektra story. The other thing about the Elektra story is, now, see, I can't tell you what happens, but I can tell you, like, while they were doing, while the show hits, and right away, Netflix, and the popularity of Punisher was like, whoosh. It was all over the internet, all over social media. People love Baron Paul's Punisher. Who didn't see it coming? Burn Paul. Who didn't see this coming? They gave Punisher. He's going to have his own series in a couple of years, or next year or something. No big shock, right? Elektra, that didn't happen with. It's not because of the storyline. I don't know, and the actress did a great job in that character. I think they just muddied the water up here. They hit, see, lightning struck when they did Daredevil. When lightning struck with Daredevil, and they didn't know it was going to be that popular, so they ended up putting in the second series of Daredevil in that first wave. It was supposed to be Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and then Defenders series. Daredevil hit, they gave the second season after Jessica Jones. Now they've got Punisher in there, and Jessica Jones gets the second season, and it's like, wait a minute. You've got all these series. Now, the thing I just read is I believe they are going 3 shows a year instead of 2. That gives them a little space to do this with. Maybe we will see something more with Electra. Maybe the next Daredevil season or in 2 seasons, we'll get that Daredevil Electra storyline that I'm dying for. Because it is so rich and so good. And it's going to rip your heart.
Well, I hope they don't rush it in with another story.
Well, they also affected the relationship with Karen.
Yes,
Which-
that drove me nuts.
Yes, but that's another thing. The relationship of Daredevil and Karen is almost like a tragic Superman and Lois. You know, it's like it's this tragic storyline that goes in and out. And in the show, it went in and then it kind of fell apart, and it didn't end the way that made you go, oh my gosh! It made you go, okay, Karen's going to be the next time. Will they? Won't they? It's going to kind of come back. I don't know. To me, these are tiny missteps, but once again, we're talking 4.5 out of 5 stars, maybe 4 3/4 out of 5 stars. I do love
And something to keep in mind is Jeff Loeb, who is the head of Marvel.
it. Yes.
He said if season 1 was really about Matt's decision to become a hero, then season 2 really became about what it is to be a hero. So he gets
That's
faced, the whole time he's getting faced with, oh, am I a good guy or am I a bad guy? And how do I define what it is?
Which is great.
Which is
because
with
of-
Punisher.
And it also, he does start this relationship with Karen. Spoiler, I don't care if it's spoiled.
Well, that part's not, I mean,
But-
anybody knows that.
But that is part of the hero's journey too. Because he, at some point, has to go, you're gonna get hurt. I can't have relationships. And that's a classic Marvel storyline. They did it with Spider-Man over and over, they did it with Daredevil over and over, and here we saw it play out.
Color and Scully.
And I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. I love it. I mean, you can already tell, this is a binge it. This is binge it, go back and watch this one, binge that,
Yes.
binge that. And go back and watch Jessica Jones again just because they made a reference to it in this. And I got all excited, and I can't wait for Luke Cage.
Yes.
Luke Cage is gonna be amazing.
Binge it.
Binge it.
Yeah, binge
Is
worthy.
that it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for our season 2 special of Binge Worthy. At least the first of those, which we're looking for. Next Binge Worthy, I'm already putting it down. We're gonna do Shameless.
Oh, no.
We're gonna do Shameless.
Oh.
Because Martha and I have done more than 1 season. We're gonna go into season 5. And I think it's worth talking about.
All right.
I think we've got a lot of discussions with Shameless though, because you don't know if we're gonna say actually binge it or not. You don't.
All right.
You got a lot to say. That's it. Well, Martha, you got any last words?
No. Binge it.
Binge it. If you enjoyed the show and want to support us, you can find us in Southgate Media Group. We're on Patreon. And we do it by the month rather than by the episode because we produce hundreds of shows a month. For as little as $1, you can subscribe for $1 a month, and that makes a big difference. You can do more if you want to. I'm not cutting off with $1. And also, if you shop on Amazon, if you go to our website, click on the Amazon link there, puts a cookie on your computer for 24 hours, and anything you buy on Amazon, after you click on that, we get a tiny commission for, which is a way to support us without costing you a dime. You can even use your Amazon Prime, it doesn't matter. I think that's it. Go to our website, SouthgateMediaGroup.com. Follow me on Twitter at rsouthgate. Follow the company, Martha at SMG Pods. Find us on Pinterest. We have Pinterest Sports for everything now. And find us on Instagram. Just look up Southgate Media Group. We're on all that social media. And find us on YouTube. All these go on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Internet. Thank you, Blue Box. We got to figure out how we're doing this.